What's going on, guys? Your boy RandomGuyKev here, and this is the Airsoft Report, your bi-weekly discussion on things happening in the Airsoft community relating to event sales, news, product, drama, YouTube, and all that random goodness that is Airsoft. The Airsoft Report is sponsored by High Power Airsoft, the world's best BBs that truly enhance bio. And don't forget to check out AirsoftGI.com and use the code RGK for 5% off your order. If you like the information being provided, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Information in this video will be available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. Timestamps are provided below, so if you wish to skip ahead, please do so. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What's the deal? Airsoft GI has their Black and Gold Edition 20th Anniversary Mystery Box, so head over to AirsoftGI.com for more information. Also, Evike has the Box of Awesomeness Easter Edition dropping on Friday, April 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern. Check out Evike.com for more information. What's happening in the industry? PTS dropped the Zev Core Elite AEGs. They have 3 of them. So if you want more information, check out PTS for more information on those new AEGs. Upcoming events and competitions. Events and competitions are subject to change. Make sure you visit your event producer for more information. April 7th to the 9th, Milsom West in Georgia. April 15th, Broken Arrow events in Connecticut. April 21st to the 23rd, Milsom West in Washington. April 22nd, Airsoft GI in California. And then some competitions we have going on. CSL, April 15th at Extreme Airsoft in Rhode Island. KWA Tactical League, April 16th, Warzone Code Red in California. NSL, April 22nd and 23rd, the U.S. Seeding Tournament in Sac County Airsoft in California. You can check out RGK Airsoft for a full list of events happening in the next coming months. Let's get into our topic. What is starting to look the same in Airsoft? And this is a question that I put out there on Instagram. I like to put my questions out there because it's just, people ask me things and I'm like, I'm curious to know what everybody else thinks about this. And I'll go down the list a little bit because I thought it was a very interesting question because I've been in Airsoft, I want to say 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, somewhere around there now. And, you know, it's exciting in the beginning when you first get in, seeing all these new things, and then seeing the cycle of repeated things that look just the same. Just everything looks the same. So here's one here. M4s, they all the same. We talk about this often. You guys know sometimes I just hate running an M4 all the time. I want to switch it up so I, still have fun in Airsoft. My thing is, if you keep doing the same thing, if you keep partaking in the same thing, you tend to get bored, and there's a lot of people in Airsoft. The life expectancy in Airsoft is normally like 2 years before people are just like, kind of done with it. I am gonna get out of here. But if they switch up what they're doing, take a little break, and then come back, then it's something different. Another one, everyone is copying what they see works instead of innovating from field layouts to builds. I agree. A lot of you guys know I'm big on fields, like indoor fields, got to be modular. You have to be a modular field. If you're not a modular field and your stuff stays the same, then your player base gets bored really quick, and they hate that. Outdoor fields, they have less to play with, but sometimes you can put up new structures, you can do this, you can do that to change up the dynamic. Here's a big one that I'm noticing. Competitive Airsoft is looking more and more like paintball with smaller bullets. I would agree. And I think I've been trying to find out what made, the competitive space different from the competitive space in paintball. And it just continues to go back to looking the same as far as, there's an objective, the one thing in the middle and this kill or be killed type thing kind of vibes, who can make it to the end before the other team. I mean, and there's but so much you can do with the space that you're allotted, but at the same time, what can we do different but still make it look different, make it seem different than what's already out there? And I think people don't do that sometimes. They're just like, hey, this already works, let's keep doing it. which sucks. Yeah, if it works, but the only reason people continue to gravitate to it is because there's nothing different out there. People are not putting something different out there, and at some point, people get really bored and just, again, they leave airsoft entirely as we're trying to grow it as a whole. High kappas. I would agree, because all kind of look the same. Oh, gotta get a TM and then gut it. Like, who uses a stock TM? I'd be impressed if someone uses a stock TM only for competitive play, like, you know, slap a tracer on unit and just use a stock TM. No, you gotta short stroke it, you gotta change the slide, you gotta change the barrel, you gotta do this, you gotta use a different spring, and then it becomes something completely different. It's no longer a TM high kappa. And that, you know, that's people's base. Like, if it's not TM high kappa, then what is it? What's the base? Switch it up, try something different, use a different. Listen, I'd be surprised to see somebody use like a Glock. I mean, even if it's a TM Glock that's modified, like, use something that's not a high kappa. I mean, you got your standard M4s, your shotguns, things like that. Use something that's not a high kappa for competitive play or for just general play. And let's see where your skills are at. Competitive guns and regular play gun is all the same, M4s or high kappas. I would agree, but my thing when it comes to regular play, I would be interested to see people can play competitively with stock rental guns. I think that would be interesting. It would show people's skill level, and I think it would be fun personally. Like, you're not using your tuned up high gun, that like tuned up gun. You're using a stock gun, slap a tracer unit on it, keep it moving. Let's see where that goes. I think that would be interesting and fun. And it'll change up the dynamic and of what's going on. Limiting people to not, like, you know, adapters and things of that nature to get an extra edge out there. And a lot of people that do have those adapters and stuff like that, like, what else are you doing outside that's not, hopefully not just pub play? Like, you're doing more than just pub play by tuning up your gun and making it the bestest in the world. Milsim games. I mean, it's very dependent, honestly, when it comes to milsim as well. And not everything is a milsim. Most of them are just events. Most of them are bad events. Some of them are good events. Milsim West, again, to me, only milsim company that's actually doing milsim related stuff. Other companies are, you know, putting on themed events. I like themed events, which is cool. What are they doing different? Because some of them eventually turn into big ass TDM games that you paid an X amount of money for at a nice location. That's essentially what it is. You're playing a big ass TDM game. You paid X amount to play a big ass TDM game at a nice location. What is different? What is different about what's coming different? Again, people go into what works in Airsoft, and I think that's where Airsoft gets stagnant. And I feel like kind of during the pandemic, people were learning more about Airsoft. We're getting more people into it. And it's still kind of the pandemic now, but people are coming back more outside, but everything is kind of going back to being stagnant and just sitting down and just like, what can we do to increase the visibility of Airsoft as a great hobby, great experience, great escape for people in general? What is it that we can do different? And, like my question said, what is starting to look the same in Airsoft? And it's a lot of things, in my opinion, a lot of things. That's why sometimes you just gotta take a step back. You might have to take a break, but come back trying to reinvent something different. Who knows? Something different. Let me know your thoughts on that. Airsoft Uploads, a couple uploads this week I thought were pretty good. US Airsoft, this one was funny, I thought, in my opinion, because he told me about it a while ago. He was gonna let a gun sit in Mountain Dew for a week as he traveled. So he went to SHOT Show, then he went to Cali, and he just put the gun in a tub of Mountain Dew, just let it sit there, and hopefully it would still shoot. You need to watch the video to just see the end. He brought it to the guys at Umbrella Armory to just determine what worked and what didn't work. And I'm pretty sure just anything sitting in like Mountain Dew would just smell real bad and get real gunky. It was an interesting video to watch. Gun gamers, their attrition game. This was earlier in the year. It was cold. It was cold, like you shouldn't be outside cold. But they had their game during that day, and those people, it was like below zero. And I remember that day because I felt like it was just, there was a cold wind and it was like below zero. It was just disrespectfully cold. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going outside. I'm not playing Airsoft. Why would I go outside when I got the warmth in here? But you know, people went out to play and had a good time. I mean, I heard a lot of good things about it. People, you know, it was cold. That was the only bad thing. But people had a good time. Batteries died, things that happens. But you gotta be dedicated to play in the cold, especially in the Northeast region. It's a rough one. Another one, T91, playing with his MP5 SEMA in France. I love watching gameplay from other countries in different fields and what they get to do and what we can't do. I'm sorry, it's limited here in the US. We can't do much, shit. We can't play anywhere, really. But his MP5, I'm happy because I have my MP5 back from Airsoft GI, so it's like seeing MP5s now out there playing, I'm like, yes. Love switching up the dynamic, love that it's not really just an M4, and love that you're just enjoying it and having a good time. But yeah, that's it on this. That's all for this episode. Let me know what you guys want to discuss next by leaving a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.